I'm Anil Kumar, and now let us discuss a question from the test paper. It's on Polynomials, Unit 3, Advanced Functions. The question here is, list two reasons why the function below does not represent a sixth degree function with a negative leading coefficient. So there is a function drawn for you. You have to provide two reasons that why this is not a sixth degree function with negative leading coefficient, right? Now, negative leading coefficient is okay since the graph is ending up in quadrant 4. But why it is not sixth degree? This is, you need to provide two reasons for it, right? So let's look for the reasons. So one of the reasons could be that for a sixth degree function, both sides should be on the same ends, right? That is the end behavior, correct? So that is the first reason. A sixth degree means what? Sixth degree means even degree, right? Even degree function with negative leading coefficient will have both sides, so that end behavior is that when x approaches negative infinity or when x approaches positive infinity, y should approach the same side, right? So if it is approaching negative infinity for x approaching positive infinity, then for the other end also it should have been approaching negative infinity. Since it is not so, this is not a sixth degree function, correct? Now let's look into the other reason. So we need to give two reasons very clearly, right? The second reason is, let us count the number of zeros. So if you count the number of zeros, what do you get? This is even, that one is also even. Two even and one odd, right? So it cannot add up to 6. Do you see that? So we have two even order zeros plus one linear zero, right? One linear zero. So that leads to what? That leads to odd degree function, right? Odd degree function. Therefore, it cannot be 6. You get the point? It cannot be 6. Whenever you add them up, you'll get odd degrees since one of them is odd, right? Even if this is of degree 4, then be 4 plus 2 plus 1, another odd degree, right? So these two are good reasons to give that this cannot be sixth degree function, correct? Now part B is, determine the interval in which the function above is increasing and decreasing, right? So let's write down the increasing interval. So I'll answer the part B in a different ink. So let's say increasing interval. So when is it increasing? So increasing is when you're looking from left to right. You'd always see the graph from left to right. So it increases from -4 to this point, correct? That is the maximum point, which is slightly less than -2, correct? And then it increases from here to there, correct? So approximately we can say it increases from -4 to, let us say, -2, and because we can just say 2.1, that is 1, union, we can say from, which is less than 2, so we can say from 2 to 3. So it is increasing in this interval. When is it decreasing? So we can write decreasing interval as from -infinity to -4, and then from, we'll take the point -2 to slightly less than 2, right? So let's take 2. So that is the decreasing interval, and also from 3 to infinity, right? So we'll just add 3 to positive infinity. So that is the decreasing interval. Now the question is, what possible degree may the function above represent, right? So can you write down the possible degree? So let me answer that question also. Possible degree. Can you tell me? Possible degree could be 2 plus 1 plus 2, right? So it is 2 plus 1 plus 2. That is one of the possible degrees. We are assuming these are of 2, right? So that is one of the possible degree. It could be 4 plus 1 plus 2. That is also possible. 7. It could be 4 plus 1 plus 4. That will give us 9. But definitely it is odd degree, right? With negative leading coefficient. Right? You can always find the equation of this graph from any of these conditions, correct? So that is how you can answer such a question. It is kind of important to explain each and every step since it's a communication question for you. I hope you understand and appreciate it. Thank you and all the best.